So recently, Tom and Lacey from Do You Nerd asked, "Do you nerd for comics?" Well, let's find out. Do I nerd? Sega! Blocks. I didn't get into comic books until I was probably about, I'd say like 14. My mom's husband at the time had got this whole big like shipment of these kind of like, the compilation books. And two of them, which really stuck out in my mind, was Hercules, the Prince of Power comics from Marvel, which was really good. And the other one, I actually knew about, and I read a little bit when I was younger before that, but I wasn't really into the comics. But the other compilation was the Uncanny series X-Men, but it was the Dark Phoenix saga, which happens to this day to be my favorite line from the Marvel comics. It's when Jean Grey was transitioning and gaining complete and total, like, uncontrollable power and becoming the Dark Phoenix, which was really awesome. They had characters from that arc that you didn't really see again too much, like the Dazzler, characters like that, like minor characters, which I thought was really cool. But anyway, yeah, so that's where I started off. I would soon move into comic books like Legion Quest, also from the Uncanny series, another really good story from the Marvel Universe. It's Xavier's son, Legion, and it's another story about gaining ultimate power and having too much power consumed. But yeah, another really good story. These days, I'm really into the horror side of comics. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a big name comic brand, whether it be DC, Image, Marvel, Dark Horse. I don't care who it is. Like, this one here I thought was really cool. This was just a random that I found in a pack, when you go to, like, the store and you get, like, Big Lots or, like, different stores have those, like, stacks of comics that they wrap together for a price. But yeah, so it was a pretty cool story too. But like I said, I like weird stuff like the horror comics and stuff. And I also like weird stuff like this. Like, here's one from Defiant, which is Warriors of Plasm. And it's just, like random stories, just random, whatever. Just literally just like random stories, pretty much. If it's like if it has a dark tone, or like it's mutant related or horror or anything like that, I'm all about it. And once again, if you check it out, there's another ad for a wonderful Genesis game, and that is Mortal Kombat. So that's really cool too. They had the best ads in comic books. Back then, my love for comic books, where it started is like early teenhood, would eventually like sprout a movie I actually liked as a kid. But then later on, I'd really get into the comics, and that is none other than Spawn. These movies get a really bad rap, because I'll admit, it's not the best quality of film, but I love it. Like, I absolutely love, like, how they did it. I love John Leguizamo in this movie, and, just like everything about it. Like, I'm a huge Spawn fan, and the video games and everything else. And, but that obviously what we're here, that would lead into what we're here to talk about, and that is my love for the Spawn comics. As you can see, I'm just going to showcase a few that I have here. But as you can see, I'm a big fan of the Spawn comics. My favorite two being, this is going to shock quite a few people, because they know that my utter despise for the DC universe and DC Comics. But my two favorite comic books of all time happen to actually be Spawn versus Batman and Batman versus Spawn. It's a really good two crossover comics, I guess you could call them. But yeah, really good story. It's just like literally what the titles say. It's Batman versus Spawn and Spawn versus Batman. Really good comics. So what do you guys think? Do I nerd? But But anyway, really good question, guys. I appreciate that. I want everybody that's watching this to go and check out that video. And you guys should make your own response video. Let them know over at Do You Nerd. Tom and Lacey are some really excellent people. I've had the pleasure of talking to them on social media. Really excellent, wonderful individuals. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure to like it, comment down below what you thought, and consider subscribing because we have a lot of fun on this channel. But you guys know the drill. Stay awesome.